In this video, we're going to be making a low poly smartphone in Blender. This is a super practical beginner model and a great way to practice clean shapes and simple details, okay? If you want to follow along and build this with me, there's a link in the description. You can download my free starter project and it already has the materials and the textures set up so you can jump right in, all right? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take this, this little cube thing here, and I'll hit Tab to go into edit mode, and let's make this roughly phone shaped. So let's scale this on X and make it skinny, and scale this on Z and make it tall. So yeah, there's kind of a phone sort of thing, SX, and yeah, sort of phone-ish shaped. And now let's kind of deal with the corners. So I'll hit 2 on the keyboard to select both of these edges, all these edges, and I'm holding Shift to select all of those. So I have all 4 of those edges selected. And then let's hit Control B, and that's going to bevel those edges. And I'll roll up on the scroll wheel, and let's roll up a little bit just to kind of round the edges like that. Yeah, I think that works. That works pretty well. And now, depending on what kind of phone you have, there's going to be kind of the different kind of roundness to the edges, right? Some phones, like the older phones, are really rounded on the back. Some of them are just kind of just barely beveled at all. But we're just going to do kind of a general thing here. I'll hit 3 on the keyboard. And why don't we just hit Control B for bevel, and let's roll back down with our scroll wheel. And let's just bevel this like one segment like that. There we go. And now 3, grab this, and let's inset this. So I for inset, we'll bring this in, and that'll be kind of like the bezel around the phone, like the case maybe, something like that. And then E for extrude, we'll bring that in just a touch, just a little bit. Yeah, something like that. And I mean, that's a lot of the phone kind of stuff here. Right click, shade auto smooth, and that's looking pretty good. Now, the only thing that it kind of depends on how crazy you want to get with the buttons and how much detail you want to add. If this is going to be something that you look at really closely in your game or your animation or whatever, you're probably going to want to add a little bit more detail here. If not, if it's just going to be sitting on the phone or on a counter in the background or something, you might not need to go that crazy. Let's do one thing here. Let's grab this back and bevel that just a touch here. Let's maybe bevel that with 2 segments, and maybe 3. Just round that out a little more. Yeah, something like that. There's our little phone, and heck, let's make a couple of buttons here. I think I'm just going to use another mesh here. So let's just grab a Shift A, grab a cube, Tab to go into edit mode, scale it down, GY to bring this over here like this, and we're just going to make this kind of buttony. SY or SX, yeah, and SY. There we go. We're going to make a little button here, and depending on, again, how detailed you want to get, that's going to determine how crazy you want to get with this button. So I can hit 2 on the keyboard to grab these edges, and Shift and Alt, or Shift to just grab all of these. Control B to bevel them. That's probably going to be just fine. We'll just do something like that. And again, you can bevel this side if you want to make them, you know, it really kind of a smooth button. But I think I'll leave that because we're kind of calling this low poly. GY to kind of put this in there like that. And let's bring this up to the side. So GZ, we'll put one over here. And then I'll actually just duplicate this, Shift D, Y to move this over like that. There we go. Looks good. And GY again to kind of just make sure this is set in there right. And let's add a couple of these. I'm going to use a modifier. I'm going to go over here to this little wrench and say add modifier, and we're going to search for array, ARRAY, like that. And what this does is this duplicates things and kind of offsets them. So by default, it's at X. The factor is 1 for X, which means it's going to kind of move it this way, but I don't really want that. I want to make this 0, and we're going to do Y. So I'm going to take this. Oops, actually, I don't want Y. I want Z. There we go. Let's do Z1. And so that's going to push that up. So let's actually do like negative 1.3 maybe. Yeah, and that's going to make another button there. And I can up this count and go boop. And now I have 3 buttons on the side. Isn't that neat? That's a great way to do it. Okay, let's GY and bring that in just a little more so they aren't so crazy. There's the buttons on the side. Cool. There's a button on that side. Depending on how you want that to look, you can change that around. Maybe I'll move this in and make this a longer button. I'll hit A on the keyboard. 1 to select vertices. And let's go to this mode right here, which is X-ray mode. And I'll grab all those vertices, GZ, and bring these down just to make this a nice tall button like that. Good. There we go. There's our tall button. GZ, bring that down a little more. Yeah. I feel like that's about right. About right for a phone. Let's colorize this, shall we? I'm going to go, I'm going to grab all of this and let's move it. Let's scale it down maybe and move it up, GZ. And let's just make sure this is kind of right here in the middle and on the floor there. You don't have to do that, but when we render this later, it's going to be a little bit easier. In fact, if I look at this through the camera, yeah, that's going to be pretty good. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to the UV editing. And if you have our starter project, well, then your phone might be kind of rainbowy like this. And that's because we have this material that is really interesting. If we go up here to the UV editor right here where it has this little icon and you click on SC palette texture, there's this palette texture that we're using. And what this is a bunch of colors that we can kind of drag the UVs around to colorize this. The UVs are just kind of the coordinates for faces to show kind of where faces use, like what part of the texture a face uses. And so I can select this phone and hit A for all of the faces. I'm in edit mode here. So A to select all the faces. And then I can scale these and kind of move them around to colorize the phone, which is great. But I think before I even do that, what I'm going to do is hit A for all in object mode. So I'm selecting all of these objects, hitting tab to go into edit mode for all of the objects, and I'm hitting A to select all of the faces for all of the objects. And then let's look at this on the x-axis. I'm going to go up to UVs and say project from view. That's going to take a little snapshot of the side of our phone here, and it's going to be a little bit easier to understand where things are here in the UV editor. And I'm just going to scale this down, and let's make this phone colored. What color do we want the case? I don't know. How about blue? Sure. Okay. This kind of aqua blue to the case. That looks good. Let's pick the screen. I'll just click off of this and click just this screen, and I'll grab this and let's do like a dark black here. And I'll scale this way, way down so we can use the really dark part of this gray. There we go. That's looking pretty good. Now, these buttons aren't showing that same color just because we don't have the same material on there. So if I grab this and if I grab these buttons right here, grab this little thing and hit main material, that's going to use those same UVs and apply it to that material. There we go. There's the buttons. If we want to change the color of the buttons, we could totally do that too, but I think that's realistic. That looks really cool. We can also add other stuff, textures to this if we want to down the road, but yeah, that's a pretty good looking phone. The only thing I might do is go to our material here, and where it says roughness, I'm going to take the roughness down a little bit to like 0.19. Okay, so it's a little bit shinier. See what I mean? All right. Let's go up to this filter thing here. Click on this filter and make sure that our computer screen is on so that we can turn this computer screen thing on for render stuff. And now look, we have this little render studio. And let's go back to layout just so we have a little room here. Make sure I'm in material preview mode, this mode up here. And look through our camera. And let's select all of the phone stuff. So the cube and these 3 cubes right here. So the buttons as well as the phone. In fact, I can hit Control J to join those. That makes it a little bit easier. So I can grab this, rotate on Z, And there's our phone. Oh, that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. Let's render it out. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, baby. That's awesome. That's a little smartphone. That's a little smartphone that you can use. Isn't that cool? Now, what the heck? Oh, I know what happened. When I joined these, we don't have all three of those buttons anymore. Look at that. Those are gone. So if I hit Control Z a couple times, there's the buttons left. You know what we have to do first? We have to select this and go to the modifiers and go here to this drop down and say apply. There we go. Now we can select all of these and join them, Control J, and that will keep those three buttons. That's great. Let's look at this, rotate it on Z. Very good. Okay, G, Shift Z to put this up right here. Yes, very good. All right, this origin is off on here on the phone. What we can do is right click and say set origin origin to geometry, and that's going to be in the middle of that geometry. That's going to help a lot too. All right, enough of this. Let's render. Let's do it. Oh, baby. That looks really cool. That looks really cool. I love that. Hey, if you learned a lot, let me know. I would love to hear what you think of this. But hey, if you want to learn more about modeling in Blender, so things are easy for you and you can make whatever you want, we have a Blender 101 course that's available in the link in the description below. And yeah, you can check that out and learn to make cool stuff in Blender. I hope this inspires you and helps you. All right? Have a great day.